Welcome to my language learning event. The point of this event is to try to get you to teach languages in Altspace through custom build worlds. That's the main gist of this event. I host it every week to hopefully get you to teach languages. So, when you teach languages, you have four options. Number one, you can use a pre-made Altspace world. Number two, just pick any world someone has made in Altspace and have a tour in it and show around while you practice a language with your students. Number three and four go together. Basically, instead of using someone else's world, build a world yourself. Here you have two options. Number one, you can go small so Oculus Go users can enter without any problem, like this. As you can see here, it's just a small classroom setting, has some tables, some food over there. You can put objects in, like food, for example. In the front, this is a learn German world. Here, the grammar and stuff, pictures, text. You can even add doodler to your world, so you can draw on the board. So it's a small classroom just to make Go users and mobile VR enter without any problems. So yeah, you could do like this, build something small, like a classroom setting, just to teach the language. Or you could make a world that feels like the country you're learning. For example, if you want to learn Japanese, you enter a world, it feels like Japan. You want to go to Spain, you enter a world, it feels like Spain. So more custom words like that. Here's an example someone made of a learn Japanese world. As you can see, judging by the architecture, it feels more like Japan. If you go in, you can even go all the way over there and go inside the buildings there. You can go up the mountain there. You can go inside the buildings there. So this is more immersive than the Learn German classroom because you actually feel like you're stepping inside the country that speaks the language you are learning. So here's an example of Learn Japanese. I recommend you to make custom worlds. So what you do is basically you make one world for we're teaching Spanish, so we make one word for numbers, one word for colors, one word for grammar, one word for directions. Then you go inside the country and you make anything about it. We're teaching Spain, so Spanish. So I'm making Spain festivals, Spain cities, and that's how you do it. Each world should have games in them to make it more interactive. Because when people go on VR, want to come back week after week, they want immersion and they want fun. So make an immersive world and make games in them. So here's just a quick example. Here's a starter base, just some pictures to get the general twist of Spain. Two windows, less claustrophobic. But yeah, this is world one. Okay, this is world number two. Quickly here, I put this chair thing here from more elevation. There is a video, a guy cooking paella because paella is a national dish of Spain. So you make a world that represents Spain. Here you can see a bit of information about paella. And then here you see the food stuff with text in Spanish and English to teach you some food found in paella. And then over here, just a guy eating to teach you cutlery and stuff like this. So it's a small world, feels a bit like Spain because paella is Spanish. So that's world two. Okay, keep in mind, eventually I'll put games in all my worlds, but anyway, this is a sport world. So here they learn some Spanish sports. I found some interactive worlds people have made. Bowling, American football, football, basketball, golf, and chess. I just represent it. And then I made other sports myself. Like here, two people are playing volleyball. And then over there, they're playing baseball. You can see they're waiting to hit. There's the batter. He catches the ball. They throw the ball. And these are the catchers. So, yeah, where it's like this. You go to this world, you look at some sports stuff. If you want more games, you go inside these and now you play the games. And that's sports section. Okay, here we have yellow. To make some games, find the flags in the world. I hid flags around the world. So I just made a pre-made Altspace world and put yellow. You can see there, yellow, SpongeBob, arcades, yellow, yellow, yellow. Up here, cars, boats, sun. Yeah, there's second floor, all this stuff. But anything, everything yellow. All the objects in yellow. This is the yellow world. That's my yellow world, but red. In this one, find balloons. Balloons look like that. So red, red, red. Quickly here, just, yeah, red, everything red. And here I have the green world. When the color words, I will put the Spanish words to every object to teach you better. But there's the green, just green, green, green. In here, everything green. You know. Okay, so make something inside the country of the language you're teaching. I'm teaching Spanish. Festival in north of Spain, coloring of the bulls, and Fero in Spanish. Basically, some bulls are running through a course, trying to hit humans, go to the end to a bull ring, and that yada yada yada. Here's the cows. Here's the representation of the course. Here you learn Spanish because the words associated with the map. The word you make maps like this, and everything in your country, then you put words associated with the map. Since it's VR, be as crazy as you want. Here I put again some humans, snowmen, robots, Western guys, a gorilla looking down at you from the balconies, a black guy over there. Then you just put signs up, more immersion. Here, like window, door, house, wall. You put signs up like this to make it a bit more customizable. And that's how you do it. So here's an example how to make a festival, at least a Spanish festival. So yeah. This is VR, be as crazy as you want. So here I just put a lot of objects to fly. From birds to dragons to air balloons to planes to yeah. I wanted to show directions, so I thought to myself, how could I make it interactive? So I made a maze. It's basically when you move in the maze, you just in your mind you like say left, right, up, and down while you're moving on the maze. It's not finished, but you get a quick representation. There it looks. It's a maze. So here is a board game based on a 90s TV show. You throw numbers, you move to each number has mini games. You do the mini games, you lose point, win points. First guy to the end wins. Every number will have a mini game. First the number quattro four, after naranja orange. So you learn numbers, you learn colors, and many games are around Spain culture and the language. To circumvent the die thing, if you look in the third sentence, it says someone who's a host uses rolladie.net to throw two dice for each player. So you like people like me on a PC, they go to a website, they throw two die, then they tell a number to whoever's moving, and then they move. So that's how circumvent it, just using the internet.
Vamos a coger el mando y a tirar los dados, Susana. Mucha suerte. 11. 110.000 pesetas más. Y de la casilla número 2 te vas corriendo a la casilla número 13. Bien.
Susana,
And the last word is based around a board game called Risk. So I made Risk, but just with Spain, to practice Spanish geography and to practice how to pronounce the Spanish provinces. I do have more words I won't show you, but you get the gist of it. So the question is, what exactly do you need to teach languages in Altspace? I can show you to build, I can show you my worlds, we can have a discussion. So yeah, decide what you really need to start teaching languages through custom worlds in Altspace. Altspace has a lot of limitations. You cannot grab a lot of stuff, but as you saw, if you think outside the box, you can actually make games and you can make worlds to look at. So yeah, what do you need to get started teaching languages through custom worlds in Altspacevr?